It's so freaking good. All right, so welcome back. As you can tell, I'm in a very special car today, the 2025 Aston Martin Vantage, and it is, as you can see, beautiful, amazing. It sounds incredible. This 4-liter twin-turbo V8, sourced from AMG with its own modifications and changes by Aston Martin, is glorious. It is so great, guys. This is such an awesome car. So I'm not gonna give you a full thorough view of all the infotainment and everything, but we will go for a drive and I'll just kind of give you some impressions of how just great this Aston is. So switching into drive, you simply just put your foot on the brake, obviously, and you push down on this lever. Kind of reminds me of a 911. Very cool though. You have this awesome start-stop button here, the Aston logo. All of these buttons work really well. Easy to find, heated, ventilated seats, memory seats on both sides, heated steering wheel, which is an $800 option, but I always think heated steering wheel is worth it. Anyway, it's easy to access. The interior is comfortable. It is a little more snug than I had expected, given that this is a fairly decent sized sports car or Grand Tourer, but it's not uncomfortable. There's enough room for two full-size adults in here to be very comfortable. The seats are great. Seating position is really good. The belt line is pretty high, but once you kind of get used to it, it does remind me kind of my GR86 that I owned. And once you kind of get used to it, it's fine. The window adjustments are pretty unique. You just kind of toggle it over and then make your adjustments as you need to. Visibility is okay. I don't know if anybody's expecting it to be incredible in something like this, but it does just take some getting used to. This Alcantara headliner is beautiful. I think this is also like a $3,500 option, but Alcantara is always really nice. And this Bowers & Wilkins stereo, also very cool, also very expensive, $10,000 option. So that said, overall, this interior seems like a huge improvement over the previous Astons that I've been in, and I just think that they're certainly headed in the right direction. And with their new CEO, I'm very excited to see what they continue doing. He's been pretty adamant about keeping around the V12 and as long as he can, and just making these things amazing. So let's take this new Aston out for a little drive and try not to get in any sort of trouble. Oh man. So immediately the thing that's going to strike you about this is that glorious motor and its sound. Oh man, I don't know, maybe it's just been too long since I've driven something with a lot of power, especially coming from a V8. Oh man, it's just so good. But boy, having that V8, I was driving next to a Model S Plaid for part of my driving before I started filming, and sure, that Plaid may still be faster. It is faster than this, but I can guarantee you whoever's driving that is not having as much fun as you would in this. You are spending quite a bit more. This thing as option is about 230 grand, so it's running with some pretty stiff competition, like the Porsche 911, maybe the Corvette Z06, even it's the AMG GT, which there's some similarities there. I do think, man, it's a close call though. The AMG GT is beautiful, but this is, yeah, I mean, it's just stunning. Just look at it, right? Like, it's so amazing. And this 656 horsepower engine, like I keep saying, is just wonderful. It's responsive, and it's just got, I've driven a few Mercedes products, AMG products with this motor, and it's always just a great time, but man, it feels especially fun and lively and responsive in this Aston. And you could just drive this all day and just have a big fat smile on your face, and it's going to be super comfortable. This thing, you know, it's got huge tires, all this power, and it's not like you're driving something that's like so visceral, like a Lamborghini or something, which is definitely really fun. Don't get me wrong, I love driving Lamborghinis, but this Aston is, I mean, you can just daily drive this and just be so happy. Just listen to that. Oh. So we'll get a little acceleration here. Nothing crazy. That's so freaking insane. Oh man. Woo! Wonderful. Wonderful. I mean, 230 grand, it's a lot, but you're getting pretty insane power, a great sound from a great motor, and honestly, you're buying one of the most beautiful cars on the market today. This is just a stunning, stunning vehicle, and here in black with the satin PPF, it's amazing. So this, you know, makes me go philosophical, like how much power do I need, right? But the more I drive things with a lot of power, the more I think, you know what, why not? It's just so great, it's so fun. And I know, and I'm in both camps. Like, I've owned a couple Miatas, I've owned, you know, GR86, BRZ, the seatbelt's locked. I'm a huge fan of the camp of, you know, slow car fast, like wring out all the power, the usable power. But on the other hand, there is something so thrilling about having just this much power. Now, you can definitely get into trouble, and you got to be careful. But if you're not dumb, it's incredible, and it's hard here, you know, on residential streets, obviously, and like, which is where most of these are going to be driven. Even that bump, it's just comfortable. It's not overly stiff. This is a great, totally daily drivable vehicle. It's just so fun to, like, on the few times that I've been able to kind of dip further and further into the throttle to kind of just discover what's there. It's almost becomes like 3 different cars. Like, you have the kind of docile, it's not even really, it feels always ready to have fun, to kind of pounce. But then, like, midway through, you've got this like, oh yeah, and then and that's way fun as is. But then you dip it down even further, and if I can do that for just a second here, which I may not be able to because there's quite a bit of traffic. And it just becomes this crazy wild beast, which is just a blast and hilarious. And the fact that you can just kind of have it all in something like this is really appealing. You know, I haven't driven the new Z06 yet, and I'm dying to. It's definitely probably more, you know, obviously track focused than something like this. But, you know, something like this really makes a strong argument for, like, if you don't have unlimited funds, and you can't just stack your garage with anything you want, and you're gonna be, you know, you're gonna have maybe a couple sports cars, luxury cars, whatever. This makes a strong case for being maybe, you know, your car for 80% of the year. Oh my gosh, that's so good. In bad weather, we're just lucking out with some crazy, abnormally warm weather today in Salt Lake, which is a good day to take advantage of something like this. Otherwise, it'd be probably all over the road. Oh my goodness. And again, we're just like in that mid-range. We're not even like in the wild beast range yet. But to have something that can do so much and be so fun and yet so comfortable. You know, I'm a big fan of the new Emira, which Salt Lake City Lotus has. Oh man, that's so good. Has so many of them right now. Anyway, so if you want an Emira, go check out Salt Lake City Lotus. We got just about every color you could want. But I love that car. Like, I would love to have an Emira. I think for the money, they're so great. But that's definitely, you know, way more visceral and like analog than this. Although I wouldn't say this doesn't necessarily feel analog. It's just a brute. And that is so insane. It's just so fun, and it's not like it's out of control. It's like, it's totally doable. Like 650 horsepower, that's insane. Like that's so much, that's way more power than anybody needs, right? But again, those times that you can, you're paying for that very special privilege of being able to dip into that top end of the power band where it just comes alive. And holy cow, and this transmission, I'm really impressed too. I know Aston's kind of had its transmission woes in the past, but this is, that's great. I have no complaints. There's no hesitancy there that I can detect. I mean, I'm no expert, I'm not a track driver, but just to my feeling, it's not bad. The brakes just bite. Ooh, they're so strong. They just bite down. Oh man, Aston Martin, you're so cool. Like, go, man. You guys gotta go drive it. You gotta go drive it. If you're something, you know, if you're in the market for this, which is, you know, pretty amazing. you gotta go cross shop this with like the 911 Turbo, the Z06 or whatever. I think you're gonna be pretty happy. That's and it's just such a stunner. Like, I don't know if there's many better looking cars out there right now. See, And then when I just want to go and cruise, I can turn off the active exhaust. And it's quiet, comfortable. There's some road noise because these tires are absolutely massive. But fine. The suspension, totally compliant. Like a lot of these like kind of divots in the road, like you feel them, but it's like you're not like feeling them. It just kind of like rolls over them. If that makes sense. Yeah, without that active exhaust on, it certainly sounds a lot more subdued. I'm going to turn this active exhaust back on because it's so much crazier with it. Wow. What a fun time. And also, I just want to say too, the thought I just had while driving this is this Vantage is honestly probably more docile, daily drivable, and more wild than you're probably expecting. Both are true in this car, and it just makes for a really fun time. All right, so to wrap things up, I've really loved my time with this new Aston Martin Vantage. The Vantage has certainly grown over the years, but boy, I love this latest iteration. I think it's incredible, and I just applaud Aston Martin and what they're doing right now, and I'm so excited to see where they're headed. I mean, like I said, their CEO is like very keen on hanging on to like things like the V12 for as long as possible. And so if that kind of mindset, I think only pretty fun, exciting things can happen. The Valhalla, of course, is crazy. And I know that there's a number of people who have deposits on them already, even here in Salt Lake. So pretty exciting. Anyway, huge thanks to Aston Martin of Salt Lake City for letting me spend some time with this Vantage. It certainly won't be forgotten. It's been incredible, and would definitely say if you haven't checked out Aston in a while, I know it's kind of been hit or miss in some ways for some potential customers in the past. But boy, if you haven't checked them out recently, you need to go check them out. At least check this Vantage. Maybe the Vanquish is even crazier. But as it is, this Vantage with this 4-liter twin-turbo V8 is pretty wonderful. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Please, like, comment, subscribe, all that, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.